Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everybody for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much to everybody who is listening right now in the podcast. Today is Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. I wanted to come here and speak about this sad story that happened on December 23rd of last year, obviously. And it happened, during Christmas. We all get together, enjoy time with family, friends, and there's a lot of a lot of sharing of food, right? You bring this one, you bring the other, or everybody will chip in and help each other like that. This thing that happened is when if three members of a family died after they ate a cake at a family gathering. That's crazy, you guys. I always tell you, your life can change at any moment, okay? But before I tell you all the details about this tragic story, I want to say thank you so much, everybody who's listening right now on Spotify. Thank you so much for following me there. Please do so if you haven't. It helps me as a creator, and that way, every time I make a new episode, you're able to get notification, okay? And also, thank you so much, everybody who has been following me and joining me on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video. I want to say, you guys, this story is like I told you, very tragic. I always tell you, your life can change at any moment, and you shouldn't be eating from anybody, right? But this case is different because it happened in a family gathering, right? When you are around family, well, most of us, I guess you can say, you want to feel comfortable. You're off guard, like you're just being like normal, and like whatever happens, people have your back. Sometimes you just have to be careful. Let me read to you guys exactly what's going on here, because there's a lot of speculation after this case happened. A lot of people saying it was the ingredients were rotten or something like this, but it's just very sad, you guys. It says here, 3 family members die after eating homemade Christmas cake, sparking new investigation into the death of the baker's husband. So, see, everything's coming to the surface, you guys, okay? The husband of the woman who prepared the cake died from food poisoning months earlier, okay? This is it. I never heard of this point, but of this, they're saying about something that happened to her husband too. Let me just tell you something. That's why you should never be going around exposing people. I mean, if you want to warn people, that's a different thing. Obviously, if God tells you to say something, that's a different thing. But people rebuild themselves, okay? People rebuild themselves, and people tend to be repeat offenders. Nobody does anything one time. Usually, if they get away with it, they're going to repeat it. And it's so sad because people, like I told you guys in previous videos, people have lost the fear of the Lord. I don't know what's going on. People will sit and have dinner with you and lie to your face. Meanwhile, just backstabbing you up and down, like no matter what. And they think God doesn't reveal anything, right? It's so crazy, but this is happening. So now, after 3 members of this family die after eating from the cake that this woman made, now police are saying, wait, her husband died of food poisoning. What is going on? And she's a baker. So let me continue to read, okay? So it says here, 3 family members that have died and 3 others have been hospitalized after eating a traditional Christmas cake months after the baker's husband died from food poisoning. Tatiana Denise Silva, 43 years old, Mayra Berenice Flores, 58, suffered cardiac arrest after consuming Bolo de Natal, a homemade Brazilian Christmas cake in Brazil, this past Monday, December 23rd. Nilsa Denise Silva, 65, meanwhile, died a day later due to shock poisoning, okay? According to the hospital. So, how crazy is that, guys? It says here, Celi Teresina Silva, 61, who prepared the cake with her sister and a 10-year-old boy were hospitalized after falling ill. The third victim hospitalized has not been revealed. According to the local news, police are running tests to confirm the cause of death for the three women. The outlet reported that initial laboratory tests found, listen to this, arsenic was present in their bodies. The discovery has now prompted police to reopen an investigation into the death of Sally's late husband, Paolo Luis. His death from food poisoning in September wasn't investigated, right? Because it was considered natural. That's the thing. I'm telling you, people usually are repeat offenders, right? Especially if they get away with it. So, who would have thought, right? And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people forget. You're hearing noises right now. Sometimes people forget that God is the God of justice. Right? People think they're just gonna go on with life, do evil things, and smile on people's faces, and God is gonna ignore the prayers of justice that His children are asking for justice. Everything's gonna come to the light. Okay. And it says here, this is what the police is saying. After we became aware of the fact today, we opened a police investigation. We're going to exhume the man's body to check whether there was also food poisoning. They're not playing games. This is like, they're doing this because they have knowledge and they want to get to the bottom of this. They're going to exhume the body, okay? And they have a whole team leading the investigation. It says here that a friend of the family said to the news that the family has baked the cake in years past and there was no problem between them. She said it was a traditional cake, a king's cake, which they always made, he said, according to the news outlet. So that's the thing. I'm very, where I live here in Connecticut, there's a lot of people from Brazil, and I'm very familiar with that cake. I have seen it. I don't think I ever tasted it, but I have seen it. I know it's a traditional thing, and it's just crazy, man. I'm telling you something about this case. Everything will come to light, and like I told you guys before, I think maybe 2 weeks ago, I made a video about jealousy. When people are envious or jealous of you, they forget that you're human, and they will go. I'm not saying this is in the case here, but we don't know yet, right? We don't know yet. People, when they're envious of you, even you saying good morning will bother them. They take the human side out of you, and if they don't deal with that envy and jealousy, they're going to do something worse. Okay, that's why you have to, when you notice a friend of you or a family member that you sense there's envy in them and a continuous thing, you have to do something about it, because these people, they will never stop. They will never stop until, they make you disappear, basically. And that is the danger of that spirit. And just from reading that, it tells you that, just from reading that, that's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like for all these people from the same family to have died like that, after eating the cake that she baked, people use food a lot. They know, the people, you have to be careful what you eat from, who you eating from. People will use food. They'll be like, oh, prepare you your favorite dish. Oh, I got something special for you. And I'm not saying, guys, that people are evil. All I'm saying that Satan uses people, okay? And food, that's why, that's the reason that how Satan tried to tempt Jesus, right? Saying, if you're the Son of Man, knowing that he was fasting, why don't you turn these rocks into blood, right? And but Jesus said, remember, not just by bread alone, but by everything that's in the Word of God, right? And I do apologize if I'm misquoting the verse, but you guys know what verse I'm referring to. You have to be so careful. You just have to be careful and ask God for discernment. There's craziness going on in the world right now. You have to pray and ask God for discernment. I hope, if they do an update about this investigation, I'll come and do another video. Let me know, guys, what you think about this. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel. Thank you so much, everybody who's listening the podcast. Have a good day. God bless.